Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Joy of Sticks. Stickhead here with your Atari ST gaming channel. And a little while ago I asked a bunch of you for your favourite Atari ST games. Specifically I asked for your top 5, and I know a lot of people found it very difficult to whittle the list down to 5, but I felt that kind of made your choices a little bit more thoughtful. Maybe a bit cruel on my part, but still. Anyway, I collated all of your votes, put them together in a big Excel spreadsheet, divvied out the scores, and now the list is ready. And it's my proud honour to present to you today, guys, the top 50 Atari ST games as voted for by you. Now, obviously, I'm not going to dump the whole 50 in one go. I could, but I think it's a bit nicer just to give each game a little room to breathe. So today we're going to start with number 50 and work our way through to number 46. Hope you enjoy the list, guys. Take care.
Number 50.
Deuteros is the sequel to the much loved Millennium 2.2, and the plot picks up after the end of that game, where the moon colonists have actually been successful in recolonising the Earth. The nearby colonies were all called back to repopulate this blissful new Eden. Hooray! But the other colonies and their mutant populations were abandoned and forgotten. Ooh. Due to the struggle to survive on this new Earth, no one really knew or even cared about what was going on in the far reaches of the solar system, and space travel couldn't have been further from their minds. That is, until a Dr. Trout, and no, I didn't make that name up, that's actually his name, laid out a brave new plan for space travel and the construction of a new base on Earth, remodelled on the old moon colony, just like the one from the first game, that would serve as a step towards the rest of the solar system. Operation Deuteros is underway. You start the game by controlling this Earth city, and fans of Millennium 2.2 will be right at home here, as it's a very familiar interface where you click on these different icons to decide what your colony is going to do next, and of course your job is to reach out into space and get those minerals and things that you can't currently access, and, well, spread like a diaspora of something. But it isn't long before you encounter, well, I tell you what, I won't tell you, because it's a really cool moment in this game, and one of many such cool moments that you should discover for yourself. Needless to say, if you played Millennium 2.2 and you liked it, you should play this game. But even if you haven't, if you're just a strategy fan, this game's for you. Give it a go.
Number 49.
Chaos Engine boasts stunning graphics by Dan Malone, who also worked on the similarly stunning Cadaver and Speedball 2, and here he uses a mix of organic and metallic styles with just a sprinkle of steampunk to create this hideous, malicious world full of weird monsters and mysterious locations. Into this nightmare you must thrust your choice of one of 6 characters: the thug, the preacher, mercenary, gentleman, navvy, brigand, or the mime. No, I made that last one up. There's no mime, thankfully. Each of these cutthroats have their own characteristics and special move. The navvy was always my personal favourite, and that Tom Selleck moustache, just irresistible. Primary amongst the game's appeal is its excellent co-op play, and when matched with its challenging difficulty level, it really does feel like you and your buddy are both venturing into a hostile land. Now, if you don't have a friend, don't worry. You can just hire one of the other mercenaries to join you, and they'll be controlled by the AI, but be warned, there are fewer annoying things than having all the good stuff stolen by a light-fingered computer-controlled player. The problem with the ST version is that the playing window is a little smaller than other versions, which, combined with the push scrolling style, means that you can't actually see very far ahead of your character at times, and your character is so fragile, only taking a few hits before going down, that you'll find yourself edging along inch by inch to avoid an unexpected death. This kind of thing adds to the tension, but it also slows down the gameplay significantly. But minor niggles aside, this is a complete package. Story, design, pixel art, music, gameplay, all contributing to this compelling experience.
Number 48.
Can Dizzy extract himself from this desert island? I'm so sorry. No more egg puns, I promise. This is the second game in the Dizzy series, originally developed on the ZX Spectrum by those legendary boffins, the Oliver twins. Basically, Dizzy's cruise holiday has gone pear-shaped, or should that be egg-shaped, and Dizzy has found himself trapped on the titular desert island, so he must collect some stuff to help him overcome traps and creatures as he collects all of the coins and finds his way off the island to be reunited with his beloved Yoke-folk. Now, a lot of Dizzy's charm comes from its super cartoon graphics and charming animations, and this entry into the series is no exception. It was also the first game in the series to introduce the inventory puzzles that are now synonymous with the Dizzy series. But unfortunately, this early Dizzy entry doesn't feature some of the later editions of the series that actually help the player along. There's no energy bar here, and in fact there's no multiple lives either. So one touch and you are gone. That is it, you're done. Dizzy is as fragile as, well, an egg, really. Maybe that's what they were going for. But anyway, there's more problems because you can't juggle your inventory like you can in later games, meaning that it's far too easy just to accidentally drop your snorkel when you're deep in the water and bring your quest to a very premature and wet end. So yeah, a significant challenge, this one. Really, really difficult. But if you're a fan of the platform puzzle genre, this is an absolute must play.
Number 47.
Operation Stealth is a beautifully presented point-and-click adventure game from the masters at Delphine Software, those developers of timeless classics such as Another World, Cruise for a Corpse, Future Wars and Flashback. We won't hold Chuck Fu against them. You play as a decorated CIA agent called John Glames, who must investigate a stolen US stealth bomber. Now, I won't give too much away, as to explain the tangled web of intrigue that follows would spoil things, but I will say, however, that this adventure wouldn't be out of place amongst Ian Fleming's works. It's basically as if Bond had been plucked out of the UK and transposed over to the US. This protagonist is suave, is a womanising secret agent, and with a briefcase full of secret tricks. And although he's extremely capable, he soon finds himself way over his head in a series of ludicrous goings-on. It uses the same point-and-click engine as Future Wars, which means that when you click the mouse button, you get a context-sensitive pop-up showing you the different actions you can take. It's a neat solution, and once you work out how to navigate through the game using this system, it becomes second nature and just gets out of the way so you can concentrate on those puzzles. And that's my issue with the game, really. Some of the puzzles, not that they're particularly oblique, it's just that you'll spend a lot of time clicking around the screen until you find the exact thing that the game wants you to do. But to be fair, that's often par for the course for point-and-click adventure games, isn't it? And as we've come to expect from Delphine, everything here is so polished, so focused on delivering to the player an immersive, story-rich experience. It's a must-play.
Number 46.
Here's a pinball game for STE and Falcon owners that was a huge critical success, if not a commercial one, due to the timing of its release. Indeed, Obsession was one of the last official releases available for our beloved ST, and boy, what a swan song it was. The game features 4 tables, all aesthetically beautiful, but also really well designed from a gaming point of view. Pinball tables of yore are evoked nicely here, with some innovative and left-field concepts, such as one based on the Paris-Dakar Rally, and another one based on a game of baseball. The best thing about all of these tables, though, is how they differ from each other, both thematically and in gameplay, resulting in a fresh experience each time you boot up a different table, which really adds to the long-term appeal of this game. With amazing visuals and scrolling and sound effects, this game really is a window into just what the STE was capable of. Add to this a cracking soundtrack from Per Almerud, otherwise known as Excellence in Art, and it all adds up to being the best pinball experience available for the ST.